Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy, and I'm here for you today with your September 2019 monthly Tarotscope. So we are going to be diving into your month of September, what you need to know, and how you can best navigate this month. So we will start with taking a peek at what you might expect for the overarching theme for this month. So let's see what the angels and the cards have to say here. Okay, so the overarching theme is suggesting that you are going to be the high priestess or the high priest, depending. And this is all about you being really in tune with your intuition, you being really connected. So if there are some things that are coming through for you where you're feeling like something just isn't quite right, or you just have a feeling about things, I really want you to honor that. I really want you to listen to that, especially if it doesn't feel like it comes from a place of fear. Oftentimes intuition is more of a neutral feeling rather than a fear-based feeling, but I want you to honor that. I want you to listen to that intuitive voice, because you are going to be tuned in and tapped in this month. This is a great month for you to work on that building of your intuition, that intuition development, working on that, growing that. This is also about having patience, okay? So this is about being in flow, allowing yourself to flow, with the current rather than swimming against it. You know, noticing what's showing up for you, noticing what the universe is putting on your path, and flowing with whatever it is that's showing up for you, finding gratitude in the beautiful things that are showing up for you, and having patience if the things that you are wanting, the things that you have been hoping for, aren't arriving quite yet. Listen to that intuition. If that intuition is telling you this is going to happen for you eventually, trust it, listen to it, allow it. But for now, allow yourself to recognize the blessings that are showing up in your life, to flow with whatever it is that's showing up in your life, because it is purposeful. It is meant for, whether it's a lesson, a way for you to grow, or, you know, it's all part of the bigger plan in some way. So maybe take a step back and recognize maybe how it can be part of the bigger plan. And sometimes we don't know, aren't able to identify that, but sometimes we are able to take a step back and go, oh, okay, I get how this is maybe a repeat of a lesson that I've been learning, and how can I handle this differently this time? How can I respond differently this time so I don't have to keep learning the same lesson over and over again? Check in with that intuition and see what that intuition tells you about the situation, and what you need to learn, what you need to know, how you need to respond. The answers are always going to come from within you, and the best answers are always going to come from within you. So making sure that you are allowing this process, because you have all the answers that you need. So let's take a peek at what challenges you might expect through this month. Okay, so here we have the Nine of Air. Okay, so the Nine of Air is very much about, you know, feeling restless, feeling like you're having a hard time sleeping, expecting the worst out of things. It even says self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so this is very much about focusing on your worry, focusing on the things that really scare you. And this is really encouraging you to do whatever you can to redirect those thoughts, to talk back to those thoughts, to refocus yourself, you know, not allowing yourself to spend hour upon hour worrying about things, because what you're doing is actually creating more of that for yourself. You're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. You are creating the very things that you are afraid of. So the angels will block a lot of that for you, but the more that you can redirect your thinking, the more that you can focus on other things that feel better, that are better, that, you know, pouring yourself into the things that just feel good and are helpful and will help to redirect your mind, are going to be really, really recommended for you this month, to help you to not manifest, you know, these things that you're worrying about, because we don't need that. We don't want that, right? And this is an opportunity for you to redirect that. This is an opportunity for you to learn how to manage your brain, how to be in control here. And this isn't in control of your life, this is being in control of yourself, because that's really, really different, right? Because when we can surrender control to our higher power, that's where things get really, really magical. So I would recommend that anything that you can surrender, simply by saying, I'm surrendering this, I'm handing this over, and redirecting your thought, the better. That is going to be really helpful and beneficial to you. So let's take a look at what's going well for this month for you. Okay, so here we have the Six of Water reversed. Okay, so this is you moving forward from something from the past. This is you finally letting go of something that you've been holding on to, whether it's an old relationship that you have been romanticizing from the past, whether it's an old situation that you've been really, really focused on that just isn't serving you because it's in the past, and the past is the past and you can't do anything about it. Or a situation that you've been really focused on, like, why did it happen that way? Why did that have to end? Why did that have to change? And I think that you're going to gain some clarity this month on maybe why it had to change. Maybe it opened and created new opportunities for you, or maybe it just wasn't even as good as you have created in your mind it to have been. Maybe you're romanticizing it. Maybe you are creating an unfair vision of the past. Maybe it wasn't as good as you have created in your mind. And can you focus a little bit on some of these things that weren't so good about that, or some of the things that you didn't like about it, or what has moving forward from that allowed in your life, or what is it allowing in your life? Can you let yourself get more hopeful about things? Can you let yourself get hopeful about what's coming your way? Because whenever we can let go of something, we are creating room for something better. We are creating room for God to show up for us, for God to bring the things that are meant for us into our life. So this is actually a really exciting thing when we can let that go. And I feel good about that for you guys. So let's talk about what else you need to know for this month. Let's see what the angels have to say here. Okay. So here we have the Queen of Fire, okay? So this is you being confident. This is you being courageous. This is you connected to your fire, right? So any possibility that you have to connect with that confident self, to let yourself recognize the value that you have, any actions that you can take that really support your value here in this world, take them, do the things. And the card itself says, stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So any opportunities you have to be creative, any opportunities you have to assert that independence, to ask for what you need, to show how you are of value here in this world, to recognize how you are of value in this world to yourself, because some of that is like how you're speaking to yourself and how are you honoring yourself. And can you let yourself level up? Can you let yourself really push past the fear and stretch those wings and fly and try the new things and do those things that scare you but feel important for your best life path? Can you do those things? Can you stretch those wings and fly? So you really are encouraged to do that this month, and through that process, you will find yourself feeling more self-confident and good. So that's really, really amazing here. So the next card that I'm going to pull for you is another theme card for this month. Another card, what else do we need to know here for best navigating this month? So let's see. So I pulled these from my fairy deck. This is the inner power card, okay? So remember how powerful you are. Remember that your power comes from within and without, in terms of coming from spirit, coming from God, coming from the universe, right? That you are a reflection of God. You are a reflection of the divine. All of the power that you need exists within you. And when you can recognize that, when you can recognize that you have been created for a reason, when you can recognize that you are special and important simply because you were created, that's a really powerful place to be. So this month is really going to show you the power that you have within. And I really encourage you to take any opportunity to tap into that, to demonstrate that, to be more independent, to be to push yourself out of your comfort zone, because I think that that is going to create some really important things as we continue to move forward. So those are your messages for September 2019. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about the services that I offer, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. I offer soul therapy, which is my version of intuitive life coaching, all over the place via video, in my office if you're local. I offer tarot readings all over the place, and I have all kinds of other services, so make sure you check that out on my website if you want to learn more about those. I also really invite you guys to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It helps to support the channel, and it helps you to get any alerts on any videos that I upload. So make sure you do that today. I really appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.